Hey guys, I went on a walk in Tampa and I wanted to show you all the animals that I saw. This is the marsh rabbit. They're extremely strong swimmers, which is rare for a rabbit. Their hind legs have less fur and longer nails than regular cottontails, and this allows them to be good in the water. They also have smaller ears, legs, and tails than an eastern cottontail, and the most noticeable is of course the smaller ears. They are strictly limited to areas that are close to water, and they are most active at night. Females can produce up to 6 litters per year, and a distinguishing behavior is that they walk on all fours. They can hop like other rabbits, but they will usually walk. I have never seen this insect before. It looked so cool. It's called a black saddlebag skimmer. It's a type of dragonfly. They can reach speeds of up to 17 miles per hour, and they eat mosquitoes. And just so you know, dragonflies do not sting, but they may bite if handled roughly. They usually don't, but they can. And the bite is not harmful to humans. They will not break the skin. I always have to remind myself that they don't sting because it kind of looks like they do have a stinger on the back of them. Next up, we have the sea grape tree. Now, I went to college in Tampa, so I've always seen these around, but today I just really was appreciating them and wanted to learn more about them. These plants are really beneficial because they serve as a dune stabilizer and habitat for small animals. The tall sea grape plants help block artificial light so sea turtles don't get confused. Depending on the location and pruning, they can be grown as a shrub or a tree, and they are protected under Florida law. Now, I didn't know this, but the fruit can actually be made into a jam or eaten directly, and you can also ferment the grapes into a sea grape wine. The leaves can be made into tea, and honeybees can make a certain type of honey with the nectar collected. The sap can also be used for dyeing or tanning leather, and the wood can be used for firewood, furniture, or making charcoal. And in other areas of the world, they're used as medicinal purposes. In the Yucatan Peninsula, the tea made from the bark mixed with alcohol is actually used to treat ulcers. While I was looking in the sea grape tree, I actually saw these grasshoppers, and I was just in shock because I've never seen any insect with colors like this. They reminded me kind of Venom from Spider-Man. The colors were just so bright and dark. I don't know why I said bright and dark, but you know what I mean. Like the blacks are really dark and the yellow is really bright. This is an eastern leopard grasshopper in the nymph form, so they look different when they're adults. I've actually seen the adults before, and I had no idea that these guys were the babies of that. They were doing this weird thing with their legs, like moving them up and down really slowly, and at first I thought it was some sort of mating ritual, but that was before I knew that these were the nymph forms. So they may have been moving their back legs as a warning sign or to stretch after molting. Now, the word lubber is derived from the Old English word lobre, meaning slow and lazy, and that describes these guys perfectly because they're unable to fly and poor at leaping, so they just walk around slowly. They are one of the largest species of grasshopper in North America, and when alarmed, they will spread their wings, hiss, and secrete a foul-smelling froth, and they can expel this up to 15 centimeters. And I'm pretty sure that only the adults can do this because I didn't read anything about the nymph forms doing this. Okay, I'm pretty sure this fish is a needlefish and not a gar because its body is really thin and a gar's is more thick, but let me know if I'm wrong. Needlefish are excellent surface hunters, and their jaws have lots of tiny needle-like teeth. And the juveniles actually start with their lower jaw being longer than their top jaw, so they have this weird appearance. They're found in salt, brackish, and freshwater, and they are not related to gars actually. Weirdly enough, they are attracted to light at night, so have been known to jump out of water onto boats and hit people at up to 37 miles per hour. They also swim into night swimmers or divers, and their sharp beaks create puncture wounds and actually break off inside the victim in the process. So there have been many reports of injury and death from needlefish. For many traditional Pacific Islander communities that fish, they pose a greater risk of injury than sharks. And of course, we gotta appreciate everything big and small. I saw these cute little ants moving this bug. I'm not really sure what it is, but they were moving it pretty quickly, working together as a team. Thank you guys for watching. That's all I found on this walk, and I promise there'll be more soon because I be going on a lot of walks, so subscribe to see more.